be, I think, our third game. It's gonna be 3, 2, 1. The image says TVT, but actually it's PVT. This is on game.
Because we didn't expect the random player, so we didn't get one of those stings up for random.
Yeah, that would have should have been like a pair.
He's ruining esports. Who is this guy? KsChacal, you're ruining esports, bro.
You're ruining our production.
Stop it. Just stop it. Look at the TVT.
So it looks like
That's a pretty
here we
cool
go.
animation,
Up, spawning up in the top right-hand corner. It is our Protoss Killing Spree's KsChacal.
Can you introduce the next guy while I type?
Yes, I can. And his opponent has the blue Terran. It is going to be Killing Spree's Situation. Does Situation usually play Protoss? What is happening?
I don't know. Everybody's just pulling the rug under our feet. But
they're trying to make this hard.
Guys, while these guys are setting up their initial builds, if anything crazy happens, we'll be sure to let you know. But in the meantime, there is the Twitter for eSports Canada. What we want you guys to do is get on Twitter and make sure you tag us at eSports_Canada and make sure you give a shout out to GameHeART, okay? That's the first thing. Also, put in a hashtag eSports or eSports Canada? Hashtag eSports.
Sure.
Hashtag eSports Canada.
You have to type this out or people are going to confuse you.
Nope, that's the challenge.
That's okay. If they get it. Oh, okay. I see how this is.
So, guys, do that at eSports_Canada. Hashtag eSports Canada. Make sure you give a shout out to GameHeART. We're going to at random choose somebody. So don't just go and say, oh, somebody already posted, because we're not necessarily picking just the first guy.
Yeah.
We are picking the awesomest guy who wins the HOTS key.
Awesomeness.
And then we have more keys to give away too, so don't feel deterred if you don't win it this time. This is for a Heart of the Swarm beta key. These are a valuable commodity because very soon the beta will be closing down, so you won't be able to get these anywhere else.
March 1st, actually. Just so
March
put that down in your calendar. Oh, an engineering bait block for our Terran player.
That's a lot of probes.
This is really annoying.
Yeah, very annoying. So he does block the expansion of our Protoss player. Meanwhile, he is chasing the probe in the base. Oh, and the SCV actually got it, so a little too quick on that juke. But finally, the engineering bay goes down.
And there goes Nexus. Apparently, chat on Twitch has been having a lot of problems. Apparently, a lot of people can't get on. I mean, Droid1201 was just able to log on a while ago, so
yes,
that kind of sucks. We can't
if
really
you guys
interact.
can hear us, just restart your stream. The thing that actually helped me is I went to esportscanada.tv. It's the same stream, we just embed it into our website, so I can't type it because if you're not seeing it, what's the point of that? So just go to www.esportscanada.tv and you will see the stream there as well. That's where I went, and the chat was working for me just fine.
So in this matchup, it seems like the races actually changed. This time, KsChacal is playing Protoss. The Situation is playing Terran. We see from both players here. So KsChacal is just dropped his second gas, has expanded already. No Cyber Core in production as the Gateway was just dropped a little while ago. He actually went Nexus first there, I think. And in terms of our Terran, gas at all. So a standard non-gas expand. With these double gas, though, for our Protoss player, we'll have to see what he's going to be going for. Another good thing on this map, Blink's another strong play on this map. You have that cliff, and then you have the ramp. That's pretty far away, actually, from the cliff where you blink up. Or you could be going GTs. DTs work very well on this map as well.
You could. You could also build any other Protoss unit that you can name.
That was no.
So now the expo for our Terran player Situation is almost completed. Meanwhile, the second base of KsChacal is already mining, so a little bit of an econ advantage coming out for KsChacal, which is also reflected in the worker count, which you guys can see right in the GameHeART overlay, right underneath the supply. 25 probes, to 21 SCVs. And now it looks like both these players are going to play a little bit of an economy game. Neither player really putting a lot into army at this point, really putting it into infrastructure.
A lot of gas being saved up for KsChacal over there right now. What does it mean? I don't know. I think it's going to be a DT Shrine, but it could be something else. But right now, we see the extra gateways are going to be going down. He's really just going to be saving up that gas at the moment. Now the probe's waiting. It looks like the probe wants to play something. I'm so excited to see what he's going to be dropping here. Definitely not...
No, another pylon.
No, don't do a pylon. No,
it's a pylon. You could tell by where he was. You can't build. Oh, you could build a DT shrine in there.
But he doesn't have a Twilight Council.
That's true. Yet. That's true. So, also, I want to mention that Droid1201 mentioned that the Team Liquid embedded stream is working for him. So, if you're still having trouble accessing the chat, try the Team Liquid stream. By the way, guys, on the stream, if you're having any issues, like if you notice it's choppy or anything, just let us know, because we can always make those minor adjustments as we go along.
Yep. So our Terran player actually going for a third expansion right now.
That's a white raw SimCity. He does that all the time. He makes a solid block of production.
Yep. It's quite nice. It's very orderly.
Yeah, it's good. The only problem with it is that if, let's say, you were against Terran who drops on the right side of it and your army's on the left, he can play Ring Around the Rosie all day with you. So it's really
also,
difficult to
one
defend.
scan sees everything.
That's also true. So double bunker in the front. So it looks like the situation was really petrified and paranoid that there would be some sort of aggression coming in very quickly.
Apparently people can see the guy in the back. We weren't going to address him, but and now that you've seen him, he is there. There's
Songers invites men into his room and knock them out. And
and I cast StarCraft afterwards.
He's just swatting here. He's and Trevor. He also
as well. Exactly. So we can see the double forge play coming out for KsChacal here. So very it's going to be a very strong play if this goes into a later game. More gateways coming down, just very heavy on this gateway production. So really going to be depending on these upgrades to be able to counter the Terran army, not actually depending on the AoE damage that comes out from the Robo or from the Storms. Now with these 3 command center ups though, I mean the SCV production is just going through the roof. Right now, already 4 SCVs ahead, but that's really just going to get higher and higher.
This is the stage. This is the calm before the storm. The production is ramping up incredibly. And you can see that all the tech labs are almost done. Shut up, John, for making fun of me not being able to say instrumentally instead of incredibly.
Dubious.
And the army for KsChacal is very small. So this bio army is going to grow very rapidly. We already see concussive shells on the way. Stim is already on the way. Shields are already on their way. And level 1 weapons and level 1 army for our Protoss player are almost done. So the army, I think, will be very large for situation. And already his SCV count is well ahead of his opponent KsChacal.
KsChacal, yeah. I don't think he's going to be going for any sort of 6-gate push right now because he did get charged. Pylon placement, yeah, exactly. Pylons around the map. Could be watching for drops, but also places for reinforcements, and he's going to be able to attack. Stalker at the Watchtower is going to be taken down. No concussive shells, but dies anyways. And now the vision belongs to the Terran.
Yeah, so now KsChacal is playing in the dark. This one probe does go down very quickly to that Marauder Marine ball, but he did get a couple pylons up in 2 areas, so this will allow him 2 avenues of attack, which is very good for him to have the foresight to put those up before losing his probe altogether. A bunch of pylons all throughout the map should be able to spot any sort of crazy sneaky drop play, but really it looks like KsChacal's playing a very stalwart defense and very mindful, watching as much of the map as he possibly can.
Sure, and here comes that 3rd base now. Finally, after producing a bunch of SCVs from it, going to be dropping down into the 3rd area for our Terran player. Probe, although swinging around, going to be dropping another pylon, and also going for the scout. When he sees this 3rd base, though, I think he's going to be pretty comfortable. I mean, there's no SCVs there. He knows it pretty much just landed, and KsChacal is also getting his own 3rd right now.
So now getting all the sight that he possibly needs, and as well, this factory flying across the map very slowly is going to get the sight it needs as well. So now the High Templars are being transitioned with Storm and Charge as well. So
he's skipping the Robotech.
He's definitely going to be going for some sort of charge lot, maybe Archon play. Hopefully he'll make it work this time and get an army up that'll be able to defend. And it looks like the drops are looming.
And it's going to be a double drop, so coming out from both sides here. Factory also floating in, going to be getting the scout off. And we'll see how KsChacal can handle this drop from both sides of his base. I like the way that
he's going to scout them. He's going to, one medevac in the top left is being scouted right now. The one in the bottom hasn't been seen, but it's going directly towards that other pylon. So these pylons were beautifully placed to see this, and this pylon is going to see this drop. So now he knows he has danger on both sides, and now the medevac notices. I'm not sure if he's going to just drop and kill it. No, decides to go on with the press.
I think KsChacal's going to be perfectly fine. He already has Templar tech. Warp in 1 Templar, feedback the medevac. Terrans should be able to.
But he needs to have them in place. It doesn't look like he has anyone at this natural to defend. He just has a few zealots at the front gate, but he needed something in the back. They're going to be able to do some damage if he's not being careful. And now these Marines are going to be DPSing. All the High Templar are getting out of dodge. They're like, whoa, and they just leave. A bunch of these zealots are going to zoom in, but they get picked. The Marines get picked up very quickly.
Meanwhile, back in the main base, you see another drop going down. Now the probes over here have no one to defend them at all. Marines are just going to be shooting away. They also have, oh my goodness, it looks like another force was coming through here, and situation is going to push on ahead, taking out the whole army at the 3rd base. Meanwhile, in the back of his base, the tech structures are going down, and this is looking very terrible for KsChacal.
This was beautifully orchestrated by situation. Drop in the main, an army in the front of the 3rd, a drop at the natural, and now the storms are enough to ward off this army, but the Archon goes down as well, and this army now feeling very strong and very courageous, pushing forward. The charge lots are charging forward with their side blades, and now all the tech for our Protoss player going down. Only one zealot zealously moving forward, but isn't even able to break the regen of that medevac, and KsChacal has to So our Protoss players are falling by the wayside. What is going on?
That again, we don't even
What
know
is in the
players
water
these
in
guys are.
Montreal?
They're
Oh, they're
random.
both randoms?
Well, for that match, I think they both went. Or at least the races swapped. I'm so confused. It looks like our friends from Net Effect are here as well.
Net Effect Cafe Lounge, Net Effect in Toronto. Yeah. So if you guys are into Toronto region, we're actually going to be holding our League of Legends LAN there.
And last time we held our StarCraft 2 LAN there.
Yeah, so great partnership with those guys. We love them. We love the place. We love the location. And it was a great place for LAN because of all the space.
Exactly.
So maybe a lot of you in chat aren't necessarily from Toronto because this is a Montreal-based tournament, and we're actually casting this for a LAN that is in Montreal. It's Skyzo is a LAN cafe in Montreal area, I believe. So if you're interested at all, I'm not sure, John, if that was game 1 or 2. But if you guys are interested, you should look it up and go check out Skyzo. I'm not sure if it's just open. I think you have to pay to play, but I'm not sure if it's open for observers and stuff. But check it out and go give them some business. We need to give cafes more business. Yeah. We need to grow the scene a lot more. So don't just play in your basement. Go to a cafe and experience the camaraderie. Mm-hmm. And also, I think just in general, when you play with the person you're playing like beside them,
it's a totally different feel.
There's a lot less jerk stuff happening.
Exactly.
Right? On the internet, everyone's a jerk. But in person, you're not as inclined to be a jerk.
Well, that's for sure.
You know,
unless you're really good friends with them.
Yeah, but
then you're a jerk.
But you know,
because when I mess up, you're a jerk.
Yeah, but you mess up so much. It's like your fault. Like, why do you do that?
You should get used to it.
Yeah, I'm so desensitized to you messing up all the time.
Exactly.
So guys, that was game number 1 between SituAtion and KsChacal. The winner of this is the losers bracket. So it's a double elimination tournament. It started off with 22 players.
For sure.
SituAtion and KsChacal are fighting for their tournament lives. The winner here will move on to play against Alexei Moi, who happened to win the WCG Eastern Finals not too long ago. He won the chance to go to Queensland, China.
Yeah, he beat Combat X.
He beat Combat X, yeah, but then he had to drop out for whatever reason, maybe visa, whatever it was. And then Combat X being second got to go in his place. Combat X doing awesome though.
Yeah, he played against Party, really awesome.
Taking a game off of Party, doing one of these to Party. So Combat X always a delightful fellow. Yeah. Skyzo Cup number 7, Montreal tournament, best of the best in Montreal. This is where all the Canadian action happens, right here on eSports. That should be a shirt. This is where it happens.
This is where Canadian eSports happen. No. That's
a
little too long.
Yeah, it's too long.
Mine didn't sound good. Short and sweet. Yours, no, it was all right.
We had a giveaway, right?
We did, but we already fixed that. Oh no, we got
the second one. What was the? Oh yeah. We got to see who #eSports Canada. So check out Discover